Hi guys, welcome back. I feel like we should do my beggar because like we're traditional dancers. Anyway, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a special guest with me. Here she is. And let us say who she is and why she's here and what we're talking about today. Yeah.
Hi everyone.
Sorry.
My name is Juliana Omitto. I have the privilege of being the big sis to this beauty mwende over here.
Yes.
And today she actually asked me to join her so that we can talk about mental health. So super excited about it.
Perfect. So we'll just go through a simple, brief cycle defining what mental health is, talking about which values do you need when you're talking about mental well-being. What is happening? Mental health and well-being. Yes, so all that will be here. So let's go straight to the point.
When I think about mental well-being, I think about three parameters. So the first one is the potential that an individual has, then the normal stresses that are in the individual's life, in the individual's environment, and then I look at an output of productivity or fruitfulness. So we are saying that mental well-being is when this individual is able to live to their full potential, to cope with these stresses that are in their environment, that are in their life, to still be productive and fruitful in society. So simply put, I would say mental health is a state of well-being where one is still productive and fruitful despite being surrounded by a lot of stress in their lives and in their environment. One of the things that I realized about mental health is acceptance. Acceptance is one of the biggest values that a person can have, because it is the acceptance that situations will always be tough. Life will always throw curveballs at you, but you can overcome it, you can be better, you can get out of it. So if I look at, for example, right now we're in the current COVID context. None of us has ever lived through this before. This is something that is unprecedented in each and every country. It is one simple virus that we were calling a flu that has literally brought the world down to its knees.
Everything has stopped.
Exactly. But then if you keep yourself in an open mindset where you accept that there are things that I can control and there are things that I cannot control, then you get to be the one in charge. You get to take back the power. And you cannot achieve well-being if you feel that, you do not have power in your hands, if you feel that power is slipping out of your hands. So acceptance is a key thing when it comes to having proper mental well-being.
Okay. Do you have any other value?
Well, there's one that is really interesting for me, and it's around the mastery of the mind, because I mean we're talking mental well-being, so definitely we are saying that a lot of the thing is happening here in your mind. And let me tell you, the power of the human mind, I know many people don't believe this, but if you sit down and everything you're thinking about, a negative thought, something bad is going to happen, it's like your mind just compels and attracts all these things and they get to happen. So it's the power of the mind is something that is absolutely powerful, fantastic. I can't even put it in words. So the minute you get to master your mind, you get to develop an emotional resilience that can help you to survive any situation. So it really saddens me to see that the rising number of cases of suicide that we have, the number of people that are slipping into depression. And you see, it's really good that we're trying to talk about this now, because we need to move beyond the stigma of talking about mental health matters. This whole thing of black don't crack, Oh, our parents used to even fight tigers to go to schools.
No, I have an example.
Yeah.
Like, I'll come, maybe I want to tell you something that is traumatizing me. And for me, that's the end of the world. Then when I speak about it, to try and make me feel like it's not that serious. So, oh my God, Jules, maybe I went and I have a pimple. Then you start telling me, do you know that people who are dying? Do you know people who don't have jobs? And I'm like,
exactly.
So anytime someone, this is just an example, she's never done that. So anytime someone wants to share and you bombard them with something that you think is more serious than what they have, you just cut you just cut that off. Like, that's it.
And I really like the example you're given, because many a times we try to manipulate and guilt trip people because there is bigger pain or bigger suffering in the world. That if I cut my finger, no matter how small this finger is, it is going to bleed. Yes, there's a soldier who's been shot and blood is gushing out. Somebody has been attacked, their head has been chopped off, blood is flowing everywhere. That does not mean that blood will not flow out of my hand because it is a small finger, you see. And it's sad that sometimes we really try to make people's problems look like they're small or inexistent, or you're being immature, or you're not being strong enough. So and so has gone through this. It is really, really unfair. And it's two sides to the story, that also as the individual that's going through it, try to develop some mastery of your mind to tell yourself that, you know, I can also overcome this. So it's, don't let it weigh you down, but also don't ignore it or treat it like it is a trivial issue. Because again, you know what happens when you keep sweeping things under the rug? Build. Exactly. It becomes bumpy, you trip over it, and you fall.
There's something you said, don't let yourself settle there. There's something I read, like, don't let your problems define who you are.
Absolutely.
I think that happens when you ignore your problems so much, or you just dwell in them for so long. It becomes your identity.
And you see, it goes back to what I'm calling mastery of the mind. That sometimes if you let everything in your head run wildly, it can overwhelm and finish you.
It will.
Something that starts off as so small can be built into such a big monster that is breathing dragon fire. And it's because you have just allowed your mind to just go wild, and that is, of course, exactly not good. So it's that you master it, that you understand, this thing has hurt me, this thing has offended me, I need to deal with whatever this thing is. If it is about talking to somebody else, seeking help in any other way, or just walking out and breathing some fresh air, taking a break, but your mind is mature enough to know, here I've been pushed, here I need to do something. You know, step on the brake, do something about it here. Absolutely. Another value that actually keeps me in check, and it's something that's also really close to my heart, is finding my purpose and my identity. And finding it independent of other people, independent of the work that I do, independent of everything that is around me. So if I can give just a brief example, I consider myself a bit talented when it comes to the use of hands. So I make my own hair, like it runs in the family. It's
a family thing, guys.
Should just start a salon, Kituma Girls Hair Salon.
No, we should start a show, and we call it the Crafty Kitumas.
Exactly, you know.
We're trademarking that. Sorry.
And then I like making clothes. I don't get enough time to do as many designs that I would want, but the time that I spend on my sewing machine are priceless. And
sorry,
one of the things,
I'll interrupt you. I'll put a photo of outfit she made.
No,
I think it was in 2 hours, 4 a.m. in the morning. The yellow one. You remember the yellow one? I will insert it here.
Gosh, I can't believe it. Just sorry, me like this. And so you see, when I was talking about purpose, for me, purpose was that I have these natural talents. They make me happy. I can use them to do good in society. So one of the things that I really struggled with growing up was self-esteem. Adolescence hit me hard. It was really, really bad. And getting to overcome that to become, you know, an independent and confident woman was a very big achievement for me. So one of the things that I do is, if I can use my fashion, if I can use my skills to make someone look and feel better, then definitely they are more inclined to do good. You know what they say, you look good, you feel good, then you actually do good. So that is one of the things about finding my purpose. It doesn't mean that is my daily job. It is not defined by anybody. It is something that is helpful for me and unique to me, and it gives me that sense of satisfaction. So when there are several projects that I run with young kids, for example, the latest one that I did was for a school in Kibera, and the kids were not going to attend a music festival because the school did not could not afford costumes for them. So I went with actually just some materials, told them, you know, come with anything that you find in your house, be it a bed sheet, a curtain, whatever it is that you can find, with just needle and thread. I tell you, the power of needle and thread. We were able to actually make costumes for the entire school, and they were able to participate in the festival. Such things, the satisfaction, gain and happiness that comes from it is something that it can't be replaced, and it's something that even money cannot buy. So finding your purpose is super, super important. Yeah.
I have nothing else to add. Find your purpose. So guys, that's the end. We're done. We've gone through the whole life cycle on mental wellness. And like she mentioned, if you have any questions, any comments, let us know down below in the comment section. If you have any other question you feel like asking might be too difficult on the comments, I can actually leave my social media. You can DM me. She's married, so she doesn't like people sliding her DM, but anyway, for the rest of us, you know, 2020 is the year. Anyway, so let me know, and then thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you share with all your friends, and have a what is what you were saying?
A mentally health month.
Have a mentally health month. Bye.